Okay, hello guys. Tonight I'm going to be reviewing a game, Life is Strange. Just a quick overview, not really a review per se. So I'm just going to check over my settings and such, and we'll get straight into it. So basically, it's a story about a girl who sees trouble, and she finds out that she can rewind time for a specific length. And she changes the outcome of that, and it's a story told in real time where you can go back and change the outcome of actions. And you can also change your actions as well. So this is the beginning. It's very artistic. I think it is focused more towards the teenage to maybe 21, 22 market. And like I said, it is about art more than gaming. It's a cool story where you can relax and just kind of enjoy it, but I don't see why it needs to be on a PC. It's basically a visual novel you can uh, walk around in. It's one of those old school detective clickers that you had a room basically, and you can click on different things in the room. They usually have bubbles around them or highlighted in some way, some fashion, or light up when you move your mouse over it. That's it, and it's running on an Unreal Engine, which I don't see the point of because they're not really utilizing the Unreal Engine to its fullest. The characters are not very well made, at least in my opinion, especially for Unreal Engine, where you can make such. I mean, it has beautiful graphic capability. Uh, I believe it was specifically built towards graphic optimization to where, you know, it's for FPS shooters basically. Unreal is an FPS shooter. Uh, Probably genre-defining shooter actually. Uh, Quake, Unreal, and Doom are the genre-defining of online multiplayer shooters, basically.
Whoa. That was so surreal.
Team-based shooters, or so.
But he could be talking about photography.
So let's get back to the game.
Okay.
It's,
I'm in
as you can
class.
see, it's
Everything's
very,
cool. I am okay.
I think it's oil and canvas style
To shadow, from color
art,
to cure
and
skin.
it is very
Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who perfectly captured
sloppy
the
in
human
my
condition
opinion.
in
I
The
light?
didn't
movements
fall
are not
asleep,
really fluid,
and that sure didn't feel like a dream.
and the
Weird.
characters,
There you go,
they
Victoria.
look amateurish.
Arbus?
Well, I wouldn't say amateur. I would say inexperienced, but definitely someone who has experience making
Tortured, right? And frankly, it's bullshit.
characters
Shh, 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 shh. Keep that
in a
to
3D
yourself.
environment,
Seriously though,
but
I
not
can
much,
frame any move you want to
and
take
definitely not
and
in
capture the
Unreal
moment
Engine.
of desperation.
And the
And
game is
anyone
made
who
by
could
Square
do that
Enix,
to me.
someone who is known
that
for their
troublesome?
cinematics.
Too obvious? What
And
if
Unreal
Arbus
can do
chose to capture
cinematics in real time.
height?
Look at this crap.
So I don't see
How
why
can I show this to
it's
Mr.
so choppy.
Jefferson?
It doesn't feel
I can
fluid.
hear
The
class
mouse
laughing
movements
at me
are
now.
meh.
Don't
The
freak out.
third
Not yet.
person over the shoulder camera is not sufficient. It blocks out some of your actions. You cannot read the text. As you can see here,
If he does
how it
again,
says pencil
I'll
case and
know
such.
this is
If
real.
your character is in between the camera and the
A
text,
dumb word for a wonderful
you
photographic
cannot see it.
tradition. And Max has a gift.
I know I'm not
I've been
dreaming
away
this.
for a while
It's real.
for
I can tell.
medical reasons, basically.
Your generation.
But
I
I'm
can
back.
go back
I'm
in
healthy.
time.
Still dealing with a cough,
What if that
which
girl
is
isn't dead yet?
probably never gonna go away.
Can I save her?
But
has always been a vital aspect of
it,
art and photography for
I need to go to
I'm
the
relatively
bathroom
healthy,
quickly and check it
so.
out.
Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the
Let's
first
just
self-portrait?
take a look at the footage that I have. Well, it's not footage, it's just a recording that I have.
I'm sorry. I feel sick. May
Uh,
I be excused?
Here you
Nice
can
try,
see that
Max.
it
But
starts
you're
out
not
with
gonna get away
good
that easy.
detail. I mean, you can read the
talk
diary, you
more
can
after
check
class.
out the pencil box, you
Is
can
there
check out
anybody
the
who
camera, you can check out
Jefferson wants to keep me after class.
the photo on the
And I
desk.
need time to save that girl.
And then it sort of slows down. It limits your options. Sometimes you only have one option, one choice, and that doesn't make sense because in a
And give him the right
game
answer.
where choice is supposed to matter, you're supposed to have, well, choice.
The first American
And if you can only do one thing, and that's the right choice because there's no way to move the story along any other way, it's
Now, Max, since
it's
you've
a hindrance
captured our
to the
interest and
gameplay,
clearly
to
wanna
the game
join the
mechanics.
conversation, can you
It basically
please
shoots
tell
itself
us
in the
name
foot
of the
by
process
limiting
that
your
gave
options.
birth to the
And it
first cell
limits your options
process?
so early in the game that you can just tell that this pattern
The
is
Daguerrean
something that is
process,
meant
invented
to
by a
be.
French painter named
You're
Louis
meant to
Daguerre
use rewind
around
over and
1830.
over and over and over
Somebody
again until
has
you
been
figure
reading
out
as well as
what the
posing.
developer was
Nice
thinking
work, Max.
when he was designing this
The
challenge,
Daguerrean process
and you
may
gotta
pose
figure
a
out
huge
what he
leap
wanted you to do, and they
mainly
keep
because it
showing
gave
you,
subjects
per
clear
se, my
defined
experience
features.
was with a bucket.
You can learn more when you actually finish reading
They
the
kept
assigned
showing you the
chapters.
bucket, and I said,
Max is
I
so far
figured it
ahead.
out. I'm supposed to knock over the bucket.
I must have
But-
missed something. I should rewind.
How? There's a couple of guys playing football up there. Well, catch with a football. And one guy is pretending that he's getting hurt every time he catches the ball, why? Anyway, moving on from the wimpy guy, who is in a Letterman's jacket, I think it was. At least a school jacket. I don't know, it didn't have any letters on it. It looked like a Letterman's jacket with no letters on it. So basically just a school jacket. But anyway, excuse me, I told you about the cough. Sorry about that. So, I kept rewinding and trying to figure out how to knock off this bucket, but apparently you're supposed to sabotage it before the gardener gets to it, and I was like, well, that's ridiculous. I mean, my path is being blocked by 3 other
I could
girls,
crank the sprinkler up and give Victoria and
whom
her
I
clones
moved with the
incentive to beat it.
sprinkler, but somehow there's enough room for you to go past them, but you know the game just wouldn't let you. So now you gotta spray them with the paint, and that's
Look at this.
right in the beginning. So it's not really a spoiler.
Water on my cashmere.
It's still
You know
basically
how
the
much this
tutorial of the
fucking
game.
outfit costs? You look
And
great. I can't even chill on the steps.
that's a little bit, in my opinion, and then you could, you know, comfort the girl who got sprayed with the paint. Which, alright, that's good. But, you know, you could either make fun of her or comfort her, but you have to acknowledge her. And that's, to me, is a little bit stupid because
Okay, let's see if this works.
I wouldn't have done it that way. I would just ignore her and just move past her because now I can because the other 2 chicks ran inside. Now, or as the girl on the steps put it, the 2 other sluts ran away. But, you know,
Get the hell away from me, weirdo.
it's not a game that's meant for, you know,
Hold on, we'll get some towels. We'll be right back.
So move
nearly
your ass
30-year-old
before I dry.
It worked.
guy. It's
Don't mess
obviously
with Max,
for
bitches.
a, you know, 20 or 20-ish year old girl.
Hey,
The
Victoria.
choices in there are very tame and very brutal, by the way. Why would you spray
I am
somebody with
sorry.
paint?
That's an awesome cashmere.
I mean,
coat.
yeah, I get it, they're bullying you, but, you know, there's
It was.
other ways of dealing with that. You know,
Was
you
there
can
a
just
way
yell
out?
at them. I mean, that's easier than spraying one with
Well,
paint. I mean,
you always seem
you
to
don't
know
have
how
to
to
go
pick
around
right outfits.
in that roundabout
I
way.
do have some talent.
Not only
Mr.
that,
Jefferson
but the
told me.
janitor's there.
I've seen
The
your
back
pictures.
door is
You
right
have a
there.
very
Have him unlock the
wicked
back door so you
eyes.
can get inside the building. It's not
He's one of my
that
heroes.
difficult to figure out.
Thanks, Max.
I mean, you had 3 other options
You
just
have
off the top of my
sluts in your
head,
towel
and I
before
mean,
me,
not even
so-
writing the story. Come on, it could have been done better. That's basically all
You deserve a better shot.
all I want to say about
Sorry
it. Really,
about
this
locking
game
you
could
in.
have been done
And
better.
go fuck
As
yourself.
you can tell, the characters are very poorly made. I mean,
Hi, Kate.
Seriously.
Hi, Max.
I haven't seen anyone wear that much hair in a bun. Ever.
Kate, I hope I didn't embarrass you with my
And I
lame
think
answer.
the Beehive
to be
died in
welcomed
the
to the
50s or
spotlight.
60s.
Unless you're Victoria.
So that's
She's
definitely
gonna
not
have
an
fun,
attempt at a
Max.
Beehive.
Well,
That's
I
just
should get going.
a badly
Yeah, me
drawn
too. Talk to you
character.
later.
Sure.
And she's badly drawn on purpose so you feel sorry for her. Because she's getting picked on by the cool girls. The three
Obviously,
girls that were
Blackwell's
sitting on the
been
steps that you had to
pegged
move
with
the paper.
computers here.
So, I mean, it's a little bit ridiculous, but, you know, it's
Looks
not
like
meant for me.
somebody was
The
already
story
working on
is
this.
bad. It's not original either. It's been done before. The rewinding of the choice. It's been done before. It's not new. It's not original. It just follows a girl, and that's the only difference. And you know what? If you've been looking for a game like that, there are better stories out there. The new Tomb Raider, I think
I need a serious
it's
kind
bad
of
in
feedback.
mechanics, but at least it has a better
Splash
story
water
behind
on
it.
my face and make sure I
Um,
don't look like a total loser.
And by the way, the girls are dressed almost the same. This is trying to be something that it shouldn't have to try to be. I mean, it's a used story. It's bad game mechanics, bad camera angle, and the story is about a girl who's into photography, so they should know at least a little bit about cinematics or cinematography. At least research a little bit about photos and stuff like that. Don't just throw out two names from the 1800s and tell us that that's photography. That's not photography.
Andy, you look totally fabulous as usual.
It's insulting to actual cinematographers and photographers. They'll tell you that this angle is bad if you're trying to show what the character is actually looking. And half the screen, well, she's kidding. So let's make it a third of the screen is actually covered up by your character and a useless bag that you can't even access. So why are you showing us the bag that we can't access? And the bathroom scene is ridiculous. She had a hammer. Hit him with the hammer. He'll run away. Anyway, it's just, you know, ladies, if you're looking for a game, find something else, or find a game that's an RPG that you can make your character female. Mass Effect is a perfect game. People disagree with the ending. Personally, I saw the differences in the endings, and I saw where they were trying to go. I hope Mass Effect Andromeda is going to be actually
Except for me.
is going to do something with that stupid ending that they stuck us with. Like I said, I think it's good, but I still think it's stupid. I'm kind of split. It could have been better, but it was good enough. I saw what they were
Last
trying
time
to
I
do.
got
That's
a flu
my
shot,
point. Anyway,
I got the flu.
about this game.
Fuck you.
I don't think I'm gonna play it to the end. Honestly, I can't take it. It's slow paced. Oh my god, it's very slow paced. There's no action whatsoever, and I don't mean like shooting stuff. No, I mean there's no actual story development that's part of the game.
Just relax. Stop
Most of the time
torturing
you
yourself.
spend rewinding your choices, and it's like, well, if it wasn't the right choice, why don't you just tell me it's not the right choice? Why do I have to go through this again? And you rewind 2, 3, 5 minutes at a time, depending on how long it allows you to, and it seems random. So it, maybe if I play it to the end, I'll figure it out. But honestly, playing a game past the tutorial to learn how to play the game, or the basic mechanics of the game, is ridiculous. You should know how to play the game before they make you play the game to the end. They should tell you, this is how you do it, this is how it works, this is why. Here, now go do it and let's see what happens. And they should let you stop with the hand holding stuff and games. You're not supposed to hold my hand and tell me the story. You're supposed to let me make my own story. Or at least make my own story with within the limitations of the programming language that you're using. Well, not the programming language, but basically the engine that you're using. And they're using a first-person shooter engine to make
What do you want?
a
I
complex
hope you check the perimeter,
Uh,
as my step-ass would say.
detective story, and
Now, let's
I'm
talk
pretty sure they
business.
got
Got nothing for you.
some kind of limitations with the choices and how much memory it
That's my
uses
family.
or something like that,
Oh,
and that's why they
boo-hoo, poor little rich
nerfed it.
kid.
At least I want to blame it on Unreal Engine. I don't want to blame it on Square Enix,
I bet your respectable family would help me
or
out if I
Enix.
went to them.
Someone who's been making games for this long. Anyway, this is getting past 15 minutes. I'm done. It's no, unless you're looking to watch a movie where you have to rewatch it every 5 minutes. No. I mean, no. Just don't get this game. It was free for a reason. It was free on Steam for a limited time. I don't know if it still is free. And with the death of this girl, it's the death of this game. Goodbye and good night.
Whoa. What the fuck?